Just got done kissing the granddaughter goodnight. Yeah, the one the Canadian government stole from us. Tried telling you guys about. Know what I mean? Like they can just steal a baby and no reason, no cause all the chaos and mayhem and well, it's the only reason we have her is because something bad happened, but who knows? Maybe we would on the court case without this or whatever, but for some reason everybody just wants to let it go because well, she's home now. I'm glad she's here. I'm pretty happy that she's here, but what about those families that look like nutcases on the internet saying CAS is stealing their babies? How am I not supposed to question that and say, well, in fact, it can happen? I don't, because I know the other side of it too, where people just don't want to be parents. They don't want to hold themselves accountable, and it's all a rigmarole. But I do know that good people are probably having their children stolen from them because, in fact, I can prove it. I mean, how do you remove one child out of your house when you're already holding a CAS child in your house as a kin family? Uh, like, this is the thing. This shit needs to stop. Like, holy fuck. So it doesn't happen to anybody else because this is the problem. How are parents supposed to act if they really feel like CAS just stole their kids? Are you gonna be rational? You're gonna be fucking out of your head. Like, how did this just happen? Like, what is going on? Fucking government can do whatever it wants. That woman that fucking stole the first 3 months of that child away from my son, nothing will ever happen to. And that person doesn't deserve to be working with the public. If they're that ignorant not to have a conversation, because when I tell the story about how they got the baby from them, it's pretty thick fucking dirty. Like, how can you remove a child from a house where you don't even know the house that you're removing it from, but you're gonna trick somebody and then take their fucking baby when they show up? And yet you have nothing against them. In fact, they live in a home where they know he lives and, well, helps take care of a child that's, well, not biologically is. It's all sorts of fucked up. But anyway, on a brighter note, I don't know if you guys have got the privilege to meet old Daniel, but he makes me laugh.
They wanted to stand in a line all day.
That's Daniel.
Try it on. Side.
He's the one, if you guys want to go watch my short or video that I put on, it's just a little short one. That's Daniel behind the chains. You guys anybody want to see the full video of Daniel? Hmm, we'll have to go to his page. Okay, this is the whole video, okay? This is fucking hilarious. You guys should go follow him on TikTok.
Finally, ready for action. You, me, and our church are gonna rehabilitate this house. And we're gonna read on his terms. You ready? We're on it. We ride. Right, Carl? Right.
I mean, if Daniel's trolling me, that's a good troll. That's fun. That's something I can have fun with. He ain't lying. He ain't doing anything to try and hurt anybody. He's just having a little bit of fun. But the one video I just want to see, he, he's like, he's got this mask and he's got the video on there. and he's saying he needs $1,300 for it or he just can't part with it. Now, I can't find a need for it, so I don't really have the money right now to just throw away that kind of money. So I thought, "Hey, I think Joel Osteen is gonna be wanting to give all his money away shortly." So I sent on X and said, "Hey, Joel Osteen, maybe we can get you to purchase this for 10 grand or something." You know what I mean? Just having a little bit of fun. And then Daniel comes back and says I'm clout chasing, trying to use Olstein's name and stuff like that. See, I'm not thinking about the money like Daniel. He's very clever. In the video, he talks about crowdfunding it. You know what I mean? Not just getting it from one place. And it's a genius idea. See, Daniel's idea is, get 10,000 people on the line just to pay $1 to try it on. It's genius. He still gets the $10,000 and he still gets to keep the fucking armor, right? Isn't that genius? I thought it was a well thought out troll, if it's a troll, you know what I mean? But anyways, so I actually came on here for kind of a purpose. Well, I'm always on here for a purpose, right? But where did I put that? I'm ill prepared. Oh, did I leave it out there? Oh man. I think I left my phone outside, the one I was gonna show you guys the thing. But anyways, this is real concerning anyways. I'll go over this right now and you guys let me know where I should be concerned. Because you guys can go back in my videos and stuff like that. I'm always talking about the WEF and always talking about the WHO, right? I'm concerned about their thought process on what they consider adolescents, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. You guys can go check their ages out, but what I've talked about in the past is that these are kind of the things that make me think Donald Trump's good, and then something will happen, I'll be like, "What is he doing?" But anyways, your tax dollars used to go and fund the WHO. You can go check this out for yourself, and what Donald Trump did is, well, he defunded them. Didn't see the need for them or whatever, but they got to stick around because, well, my brother Bill Gates, he made up what, the tax dollars were no longer gonna pay for. So the WHO is still a functioning entity, right? Not having the dollars that they had from the American people. So, I've been trying to tell you guys about a WHO treaty that they're trying to work on. Because, well, Donald's not in power anymore. And our government is, well, close with Schwab's words, 2/3 of the cabinet is penetrated by them. And, well, quite frankly, if you go to their meetings and take a look, they work hand in hand with the United Nations and the WHO. Okay. Bill Gates is part of this operation. And anyways, I've been trying to tell you guys about this treaty that they're trying to work on so that while this entity outside of our governments would have control over, I would say, whatever the UN has control over, right? So they would dictate what happens in a pandemic and stuff like that. It would no longer be our governments, you know what I mean? So if you had a problem with it, you really couldn't go to your government official because, well, in fact, they had no say. Okay. Now, this kind of stuff died down, and the WHO said, oh, no, this isn't really what's going on. But if you really listened, he was saying it was still going on. But what they were going to do is they were going to make it look like it wasn't the WHO that put it together. It's actually representatives of our governments that have gotten together and come to an agreement on how this entity should treat us. They still get the control and power and say, but we, in essence, they're going to convince us, really did have to say. So I'm going to save this video here. And it's about a guy talking about the WHO and the Harris government and how they're trying to take control. And I hope whoever's watching this does take the time to watch this video because I think it's really important that you guys do take an interest, you know what I mean? Remember little things that, empty Walmart buildings, just things like that. You know what I mean? Look at what they did to their people. And our government had to be accountable. Look what they did to us last time in the pandemic. When Canadians, all they did was ask for a sit down, a conversation. And it resulted in an Emergencies Act and them taking people's bank accounts and over the leadership not listening to the people that it's supposed to be leading. This is the world that I live in. It's kind of fucked up to me, you know what I mean? Anyways, I wanted to have fucking proof when I talked, and I wanted to show videos. And anyways, maybe I'll redo this video. But one of the things that, like, I'm just like everybody else. I don't like making mistakes, but I will admit to my mistakes because that's the only way, in fact, you can change it. Now, I guess like people like little me or whoever don't really understand when I say things like, "Hey, I get that you guys didn't get the shot." You know what I mean? You guys, honest, like, you must have thought something was wrong with it not to get it, you know what I mean? Well, I did, and I got it for my family, and I thought I was doing the right thing. I mean, I talked to my doctor. I don't think my doctor tried to give me bad information. I just think that, well, he was just doing what he thought was best, you know what I mean? But so if you find out that you make those kind of mistakes, you wanna fix it, and you wanna make sure it can't happen again, and I'm really concerned that, well, I told you guys about our mortgage guy, right? And how he said that, he kind of forced his best friend because it was his travel buddy who was, like, early 50s to go get the shot, and he's not here anymore. Now, the mortgage broker has to sit there inside of his head and wonder, I put the pressure on him and he didn't wanna get it. Should I fucking kill my buddy? Shouldn't we know? Shouldn't we be able to find out? But it's not his fault. I mean, he got it too. He just sooner or later, we have to admit that we got fooled or tricked or find out. Hey, Tyler, good to have you here, bud. Did you know this was one of the videos I was gonna show you, bud? So maybe you can check it out for yourself. Alright. Did you know Anthony Fauci, he predicted in a video telling the world, it's on video, bud, go to YouTube. Anthony Fauci says Trump will deal with pandemic. Just do that. There you will find Anthony Fauci in all of his wisdom and glory. explaining that while Trump will have to deal with something that, well, has had to deal with in a long time, and the world better get prepared for it. And lo and behold, you'd have to check dates on when Bill Gates wrote his fucking book about a pandemic. Do you know what I mean? It's just weird that these little wizards can just science. They're amazing science men. They can just read the data and know that, well, fuck, we're gonna have a pandemic and Trump's gonna have to be the one to deal with it. This is like, do you get why I should question? Like, Tyler, I watched this video before. I wish I knew what I think it was a doctor or something. Or was, lost his job, his fucking life went down the fucking tubes. You know why? I think it like I can't remember exactly who this was, but do you know there's stuff about Fauci and AIDS? This guy wanted to get out and he was saying it, but nobody would pick him up, no mainstream stuff or whatever. And he was slandering Fauci's name, saying he was involved with AIDS all over the place. And he said, I do this. You know why I do this? And you know why nobody will pick it up? Because they're all paid off. Because listen, Anthony Fauci would sue me if I was lying. Because he knows that if he sues me for defamation, that well, that's when all my evidence can come to light. But for some reason, I can't hand it over and get anybody to fucking deal with anything. You know what I mean? Isn't that weird, Tyler? Do you know, have you studied narcissism, bud? You can go watch some videos with old fucking Doc there walking through his house. He does love himself some Fauci. Now, can you imagine that man not willing to debate anybody? But yet all the mainstream news following the Fauci way. That's like, I don't buy this Como bullshit. That guy's a fucking dirtbag. Like, forgive and forget. I've already forgiven him, but he needs to come with the terms that he's a dirtbag and he tried to fuck the world over. Trying to like, hey, Joe Rogan goes out there and says, hey, this is what I did. And they come back and trash Joe Rogan. And it turns out that, well, that ivermectin stuff, it ain't so bad after all, eh? Weird as shit. And we don't make these people pay for shit. Almost doing better than he ever fucking has. It's weird. It's a weird world we live in. I mean, nobody's perfect, and I know that, and we gotta work on ourselves, and I'm not trying to be judgy, but I'm just trying to point simple things out that if we're gonna allow people like that to fucking keep manipulating us with their stupidity, then fuck, it's on us, you know what I mean? If it's the end, you bite the dust and you go the wrong way, that I'm just trying to bring it to light, you know what I mean, Tyler? I'm just trying to bring this shit to light, and if I'm an idiot, then I'd like to have that come to light. You know what I mean, Tyler? It's really hard out on these fucking YouTube streets trying to convince you to be a man. It's terrible. It's not an easy job, Tyler. It's just not, dude. Oh man, what do you think about this Who thing? Because they're saying, hey, guess what? She's coming. She's on her way unless we're fucking doing something. I hope you'll take the look. I'll put it to the community tab. All sorts of fucking wrong. I got two people in here. What do you guys want to talk about? Let's go to Bible. Let's go do some Luke. Blessed are the poor, for yours is the kingdom of God. Blessed are you who hunger, now, for you shall be filled. Blessed are you who weep now, for you shall laugh. Blessed are you when men hate you. So I wear it as a badge of honor that nobody fucking likes me. And I know I'm trying to do the right fucking thing. So I must be blessed because there ain't a motherfucker in the world that wants to. It's just this place is weird. It's bizarre to me. I feel like I'm trapped in a bad movie. Maybe everybody's actors. Who knows? Maybe it's just nah. I thought about that, but I've had some shit happen to me that I don't think anybody would want to act that way, especially if there was a creator. You know what I mean? Non-blessed are those who touch the children, I do believe. They might have some serious fucking brain pain going on. Wouldn't that be a great thing though? You'd know who all the all the people that shouldn't be around your children, they'd realize there's a God, and then all of a sudden they're just walking around going, running around trying to repent, trying to tell the parents oh, that's what I mean. If Jesus comes and all of a sudden some magic thing comes out and you had to know the truth there was a God and you had to face your own demons, how's she gonna go? Especially if you knew there was repercussions for your demons. Could you find a way to get rid of them? I shouldn't laugh, but hey, I didn't put myself in a position like that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm going at it, but I'm trying to put my best foot forward. So if bad things do happen, I don't get bad things. You know what I mean? You know that old saying, fuck around and find out. I think we're about to find out if we fucked around in the wrong ways. You know what I mean? Then again, that'd be awesome to find out there was a God. All these poor people suffering. Maybe we could give them a reason to fucking want to get help and fucking want to live better lives and give them a reason to get out of the fucking reality that you're in. Maybe we could learn how to be human beings and communicate with one another. Because honestly, this is just my fucking opinion, and my opinion don't count because I really, honestly, I've never been in the position, but I've only listened to some men that I've seen on the internet and stuff like that, like veterans and stuff like that, and they're fucking screaming for help. They're just like, they're putting me through hell. I don't like fuck. They're switching our doctors around all the time, and you gotta tell. Then you gotta start over. And I also believe that well, those doctors are trained by the fucking reason they're all fucked up to begin with. You know what I mean? I'm not saying all those doctors are bad and stuff like that. I just think they're all trained up to be messed up. But I might be wrong. I just like I have a hard time like when I say shit about Triple T and I say it about AD and I do really respect anybody who would put their life on their line for their country. But I have no respect if they come to the fucking terms that, well, their country was actually their enemy and not their friend and was putting their life in danger. Meanwhile, there was no danger to their country. I can't respect that. Like how you couldn't come to terms with the fact that these fucking presidents are fucking losers. George Bush should not be walking around on the streets. When you see and there's that fucking cocksucker from Britain too. He was involved with it. But you know what I mean? How many lives were destroyed over fucking greed or doing what they were told to do? Promised the fucking good life forever. Unfortunately, their forever doesn't last forever. And maybe this life becomes a real fucking disaster. Now, like I said, I don't know. I wouldn't want to live with the things that they've probably done inside their heads to try and come to Jesus, because to come to Jesus, you have to come to the truth. And you have to do all that repentance. You have to understand the whole total impact of your fucking actions and every piece of fear and every piece of fucking everything that somebody has felt because you fucking deceived them. You are gonna fucking feel. Can you imagine? That's just the way I think it works. You know what I mean? And maybe once you're done feeling all of it, that's when you're dead. You don't have to do anything anymore. So maybe just the really dumb ones who don't want to get in the truth and know their own power and fucking stand up for their children and just fucking say no to this fucking U and WEF and fucking I don't know. I have a hard time. Like, who knows? Maybe I'm just being fed some total misinformation, but I think it's the real stuff. Like, was Hillary Clinton involved in trying to set Donald Trump into looking like fucking he was colluding with Russia? Was that proven? How in the fuck did Donald Trump go into office and not put her in fucking jail? I'm about to watch some shit with fucking Clintons and fucking Libya. Like, we're talking about the Haitians. Wasn't there something to do in Haiti with fucking the Clintons too? Everything they touch turns to a fucking disaster, except for the fucking cocksuckers' bank accounts. Huh. And people just fucking unalive themselves all over the fucking place around these people. Like, when do we clue in? Like, they're liars. We do know this, right? Like, when you're smashing phones and shit to fucking hide shit, you're not a good person. Like, you should, if you plan on being president, you should be fucking transparent. You know what I mean? But there's no transparency these days. You know why there's not? Because we don't fucking demand it, because we don't know that we deserve it. And they don't respect us and think that we fucking deserve it and we allow it. That's fucking like holy smokes. Non those blessed, non-blessed. Those who. Here's the deal, I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. I don't know if I'm mentally ill. I don't know if I have the Holy Spirit. I don't know if I'm a soul who's been here before. I I know something's fucking wrong with my brain because it's not gonna stop until I finish this. Whether I'm fucking crazy or not, I don't care. It's like you'd be a fool. You'd be an absolute fool to not believe that there's a creator. I don't understand how you could think all of this comes from nothing. And to think that, well, if you go by Jesus, his father was loving. You would think that, well, the Bible says he's loving, but he also doesn't put up with shit. He only accepts the good ones, the ones that want to be like his son. You know what I mean? You can't have a kingdom full of souls who would go to heaven and not fucking protect heaven. Like, maybe you have to earn your stripes. Didn't you read the crew drops? It told you everything. Well, I don't, I don't look into Q. I want my own answers. I don't rely on men. You know what I mean? That's why I'm asking you guys. Don't rely on anybody. Let's go searching ourselves. We can find out. Dick Durbin's our ticket. But what's the Q information? Because I do watch this guy on TikTok. What's his name? Miller Time. I think it is. And he does like gematria sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Some of that stuff comes out pretty pretty cool, but you know what I mean? Who knows if it's real or not? I don't know. Always have an open mind, you know what I mean? Maybe Q is real. I don't know. I just maybe Donald Trump is the chosen one from God. I don't know. I'm not putting I'm not putting fucking children's future in Donald Trump's hands, fucking the Pope's hands, or anything. I think we should put it in our hands and find out if their hands are clean and they should be helping us with the helping hand. If not, they could go to fucking jail. You know what I mean? But everybody wants to hold on to their heroes. Read it for yourself. Look it up. Why don't you tell me, Sambo? I can, but you know what I mean? Like they've got Diddy, but are they gonna get any clients? Are they gonna get any party goers? Do you know what I mean? Jelly bean. Serious question for you though. Like if it's as bad there, like if it's as bad as some people say it is, like this guy that was saying Khaled hurts children and well supports Hamas. I'm not saying it. It was in the video, okay? What was I saying? Oh, something about Khaled. Where was I going with that guy? Oh, yeah, the guy that did the interview with and said all that. He also said that he sued Diddy because Diddy, well, gave him the herpes. So could you imagine? I've said this before. Do you think that's why Diddy calls himself Love? He was just the gift that kept on giving all throughout Hollywood and the music industry. They all leave a little bit more sore. Did he? In the end, it will work itself out. Well, Sambo, I hope so. I hope so. But that doesn't mean we should give up trying, right? Don't just wish for a happy ending. Make her happen if you can. You know what I mean? Don't give up. Keep fighting, even if the world's against you. But if the world shows you that you're the problem, then maybe you gotta accept it. But make them show you where you're the problem before you fucking accept it. That's my problem. No one wants to show me where I'm wrong. I'd be more than happy to fucking quit doing this. You know what I mean? Maybe look for a lawsuit or something. Think the world was actually good. But unfortunately, I don't think the world's good, whether I'm chosen or not. It's not good. It needs somebody to choose to be chosen right now. Fuck, it could really use a few chosen ones. That's all I've been doing out here looking for chosen ones. I don't want to be anybody's chosen one. In fact, you're probably in trouble if I am. But hey, I'm looking for other chosen ones, so maybe we can make a dent and well, we can change the world. by using our brains and understanding that that's probably the way to go. Evil's not so fucking strong. It's really kinda stupid, and, well, when you just stand up and laugh at it like you should, it'll crumble, because right now they think we're the joke. But really, they're the ones that signed the bad deal, and, well, the joke's on them. Hope they enjoyed their trinkets. Can you imagine giving up everything for a few little trinkets? Drive a nice car and have a nice house and I don't know. I don't know. We'll see who people idolize coming up shortly, I think. You know what I mean? Because I think the world's really lost. Like, I think you can admire people for what they do, but well, everybody, hey, this is the greatest thing, Sambo. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard, because that's what everybody says. Everyone has their own opinion, and that's great. We all deserve to have our own opinion. But if we stay opinionated and don't try and actually figure out what the truth is, that's where we get in trouble. Because I think when we go see God, our opinions mean fuck all. It's where were you willing to be with the truth? And what were you willing to do to get the truth? Were you willing to sit comfortably inside of a lie that might make you die? I don't know. This is the thing. I don't know. I I wouldn't know about hell unless it came from a man, right? Everything I know came from a man, so how the fuck can you trust anything? They're all liars. Not just men, women. They're equally fucking bad. And there's equally good ones too. In all different colors and shapes and sizes and genders and all that good stuff. Don't down people for their opinion. I don't down people for their opinion. I value people for their opinion. But if you sit there and you come to the conclusion, see, I'll let you know a little secret. Not a little secret, but I'll give you an example. Little me acknowledges that all this stuff that I talk about, she's real, right? So that does mean that there's an agenda and a bad future coming for the children. Now, common sense tells me, and you let me know if I'm wrong. Hey, if you stay in the house and you ignore the problem, the big one, it doesn't go away. Sooner or later, it's gonna crumble you. It's gonna grab a hold of you and because you didn't take care of it when you could have. It's like that leaky pipe, you know what I mean? Just letting it keep on leaking. Sooner or later, she's all gonna bust through, and then you're gonna have a real big problem. You're gonna have a flood on your hands. See, that's the thing, Sambo. Everybody likes to say that. My truth, your truth, my opinion, your opinion. We don't want to have conversations because we want to be stuck on our opinions and our truths. Because if we actually let out our opinion and our truth, and someone tries to explain where we might be wrong, we get offended instead of taking it and fucking absorbing the actual truth. This world is so fucking scared of itself, it's not funny. Like, when Carl Jung says, "Go into the darkness," it doesn't mean be evil or any of that shit. It's about facing your fears, doing what fucking is right, not allowing anybody to take control of you, being authentic, not worrying about what fucking other people think of you. If God comes to you and you think he's telling you you're chosen, then act upon it. If you're fucking doing the right actions, and I say, if I'm not chosen, what do I say that makes me not chosen? When all I want is the best for everybody. I don't want anything from anybody. Never asked for a thing. Well, Sam, but when you try and to help your fellow men, this is what I'm saying. I know why everybody's all fucked up. Everybody's too busy, and it's what they see. It's what their friends are talking about. No one wants to take the time to take a look or figure anything out because somebody else will deal with it. It's what the government's for. Like, when do we come to the conclusion as a society these like in Canada and the US, these big agencies are not fucking for us. They're not for us. I'm starting to think that our police stations, there are good police. I see it all the time, but there's a lot of like really bad shit going on, and I can prove it. That's what I've been trying to say. I have to be able to back my mouth up. If you're gonna say something and you can prove something, you should be able to back it up. The system's all fucked up, and it's because the people are all fucked up. People are heartless. They don't wanna talk to one another, they just wanna hate for some reason, and I don't get it. Well, you can only do what you can do, but if you think you've been put here by God to try and help people, like, I've been pretty low key right now. This is the thing, Sambo. I think I know the game that God is playing. You know what I mean? His big surprise, I think, is just an average fucking person who outwits the devil and shows the people who the devil is. That's just my opinion. I don't think that Bill Gates or fucking Justin Trudeau, that's why I say I'll join the MAID program. I just want an opportunity to talk to Justin because it's not fair. You picture yourself thinking you're chosen and you got to fucking help people that just quite frankly don't want to be helped. And it drives you fucking mental. Like I am fucking like miserable all the fucking time, pretty much. Somebody shouldn't have to live like that just because fucking everybody has to live it fucking I think just because everybody wants to live in weakness, not address our problems. You know what I mean? Like how a man can tell me that he knows the shit that I say is real and that he doesn't want to help his children is fucking beyond me. It's just incomprehensible to me. I can't get it. And I can't understand how he doesn't fucking hear me. You know what I mean? Like, when I say to little me, I say, "Hey, bud, I see some of the good things you do. It's not like you're a total shit turd. You gotta admit this stuff. It should fucking stir you up a little bit. It should want you to help your children." I tell you, fuck, bud, there's a lawsuit going on in California. Turns out the fucking fluoride's not good, dude. It fucking calcifies your fucking third eye and makes you fucking dumb. I'm just trying to help him, you know what I mean? Think if I hammer it in enough times and he listens to it enough times, he's listened to all this bullshit enough, maybe if he listens to me enough, sooner or later he fucking clues in. Then I'm not the enemy. Fuck, he is. We all have been put here by God. Yep. Who wants to go be with God is the question, I think. And it makes sense to me that the truth would be the way. You would want to be a truthful person and you would want to know the truth. So it makes sense that Jesus says, I am the truth and the way. Do you know what I mean? So if you're not fucking wrapped up in wanting to know what the truth is, I don't think you have to know what the truth is to go with God. I think it's that, well, you wanna like, if the opportunity arises to learn the truth and you take that opportunity rather than sit in your own ignorance, and you also treat other people as you wanna be treated, you know what I mean? I don't think it's hard to be spiritual. I really don't. I think the Indians had her good. I think they had her down right, like, to be honest with you. Celebrating the creator, and I don't know if you know this or not, Sambo, but a lot of their stories are a lot like the stories in the Bible too. Do you know what I mean? They had sex with aliens too. Weirdest stuff, eh? But then again, back in the day, the natives used to take people like me. We would be the shamans and shit like that, you know what I mean? That's everyone's own decisions. Yeah, it's up to you to take care of your own. No, 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 no. Hey, Sambo, you got her all fucking wrong, I think there, sister or brother or whatever you are. That's the thing, you're supposed to look out for one another. You're not supposed to stop. Doesn't mean you don't take care of your own too. You know what I mean? The problem is if you have to step outside of yourself and do the shit that I did and you got noticed, you'd know that you'd probably be in trouble, right? Is that what you're scared of? I don't know. It is everyone's own decision. I wanna give them the best options possible. I really wanna have the truth go mainstream. Now what the truth is, I don't know. Start with Dick Durbin, and then you shoot a message to the news. And I'd really like to be the one to send it to the CBC over here because 'cause they're robbing the taxpayers blind with their fucking little, lackadaisical fucking give themselves some bonuses off our tax dollars. Motherfuckers need to start working for it and give us the truth. Nothing but the truth. Does Justin fucking Trudeau have an NDA with the young girl? Why did he stop teaching midway through? What happened to his best friend back in school? Did he get in trouble for touching children? Why golly, I think he did. How many people that Justin has photographs with or is friends with have gotten charged or caught with minors? Well, I'd like those kind of things to be fuck, you know what I mean? Hey, RCMP, I'd like to see our news put the pressure on the RCMP. Hey, who did China have an interest over here? Which politicians? I'd like the CBC to go over and find Klaus Schwab. They can go take a nice little visit over at the WEF and say, hey, Klaus, we have it on good authority that you have penetrated at least two-thirds of Canada's cabinet. Would you like to tell Canada the names of these candidates? Please and thank you. Oh, you don't want to? Why's that? Aren't you proud of the fact that you penetrated them? You're the one that told us, Klaus, like, these are the kind of things we could do, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, people like me don't have access to people like Klaus Schwab, so I can fucking that's the thing, if I could get access to Klauser, he'd be all done. All brains. I think so. The Sith Lord, he'd fucking pay. He'd be like, "Oh my gosh." He'll be on his knees. "I wanna join the Force. I wanna join the Force. Let me join the Force." Daddy Darkseid, he fucking made me make a bad decision. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. That's the thing. People found out there was God. It's not my fault. Be a victim then. Find out what happens. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, I do appreciate your conversation there, Sambo. I am paying attention and stuff like that, but I just kind of disagree. You know what I mean? God tells us to see each other, as ourselves. Well, if I see myself in trouble, I'd want to help myself. Do you get what I'm saying? So a lot of this nonsense that gets told to me using common sense, like that stuff doesn't make sense, right? Right? Because that was the big one. Even Jesus said, "Hey, treat people as they were me." Do you know what I mean? Like, let me know where I'm wrong, where I'm not making sense with common sense. Like, I agree with a lot of stuff that you say. We have all been here, put here by God. Like I said, are we going to leave here with them? Is the question. You know what I mean? How do we leave here with them? I don't know. Am I right? Should it be all about the truth? Truth about ourselves, truth about the outside of us, and then just basically treating each other the same as we want ourselves treated. Like I said in that last video, uh, I don't know. I just want the best result. You know what I mean? If there's heaven, I want it because if it gets worse than this, I want no fucking part of it. Because when you think you have Christ and you see the nonsense that comes out of people's mouths, and you see people for what they are, you don't like it. It's not a good time. Like, in all seriousness, fuck. I seen one of Skylar's videos. She actually stole it from Dagburn's wife. You'll have to go check it out. Now, I don't know. If that was my wife doing that sort of stuff, I think I'd have some questions on the internet. Like, why are you trying to, first of all, she's very awkward looking, but she's trying to look sexy, but very awkward at the same time. I don't know. I don't know what she's trying to pull off there, but to me, like, I thought you guys were happily married. Why are you like, mm, why do you guys just come on the internet just to seek attention? Like, when I go and I watch stuff, I go to learn. Or if somebody like, there's, creative people and you can learn from them and stuff like that, but I don't know how you guys can just come on here and just trash other people. Because your lives are that boring that making fun of a bigger loser than yourself kinda makes you feel good, I guess. I don't know. Not that I'm saying you shouldn't call these people out, like, again, I hate sounding like a judgy person, like, "Hey, I'm better than this person because they do this, 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 and this." But I ask people to point out where, fuck, I've done any of this sort of shit, like Dagburn wishing death upon Skylar's husband, Skylar's child, accusing her of cheating, accusing of, like, it's just who he's wished death upon people. He's went to people's fucking yards that were on death's door because he thought it would be entertaining for YouTube to troll somebody. The shit I've watched this man do and back up Patty. Oh my goodness. If there is anybody out there in YouTube land that is more delusional than Patty Lynn, I don't know who it is. Sambo, you are the chosen one. You're not my chosen one there, my friend. You can be your own chosen one, but What are you doing to help others? Because that's what real chosen ones do. You know what I mean? Don't push your agenda on others. I'm not pushing my agenda on others. Did I force you to my page? I clearly state, hey, there's a problem. There's a problem. You admit it. The children are in trouble. Symbol, you're a dumb fuck. You ain't got God. If you can't see me, you ain't got God. You can't figure this simple shit out. It's not a difference of opinions. It's a difference of common sense. The children are in trouble. You admit it, yet you do nothing about it. Are you fucking for real? Or are you gonna keep meditating on it? Or what the fuck are you gonna do? Chosen one? What makes you the chosen one? What are you doing? Fuck, make it so I can stop. Make it so I can stop. Fuck. If you're chosen one, then why wouldn't you fucking join me? Why wouldn't you help me fucking get the list from Dick Durbin? Because obviously you can see me struggling within the fucking algorithm I've been placed in. But I think this is God's plan. You know what I mean? Stick him in with a bunch of vampires, see how he does, and make sure he's all right when he's ready to go against the big test. It isn't even going to be a test because the test is already done. The evidence is already out there. All I have to do is tell my story. It all comes together. That's what I think. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna see if I can get this picture up on my phone. I'm gonna see because I have got the gay. Like, how do you tell people that your spiritual awakening kind of starts with you fucking wishing upon a star? Like this is what kind of story it is. Now I can't prove to anybody I seen a shooting star, but what I can do is say that I saw a shooting star. I can prove that. I think there's something saying that. If not, the very next day, something told me to put my phone up there like that. I looked at it and it looked like it was another shooting star. But I look at it again and it don't look like that. How do you know? Because the creator told me that he's going to take care of it. Well, how did he tell you? Did he tell you in your head? Was it audible? In which way did he tell you it was going to be okay and that he would take care of it? Sambo? Yes. Which way? Audible or inside your head? Because I don't trust inside your head. And if you got the audible, do you got it recorded? Because you should never trust a man or a woman. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I've always said God never tells me what to tell other people. Now, God talks to me. Your heart, your heart, where you think to take care of your own and not take care of others, is a good heart. Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm questioning you, like the way you can question me. Let's break her down by common sense. Have the conversation. Because I would not expect a man to believe me if I fucking said, hey, God told me this. So you better listen. I wouldn't expect anybody to believe me. But I have talked to God and I do talk to God all the time. If that's a personal conversation, I think, you know what I mean? Maybe you do have the gift to talk that he tells you what to say and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe one day he will tell me what to say to other people. I don't know. But that's not the way it works for me. Well, that's good. But we can't have the conversation. I just asked you simple. Sh- should you trust me if I tell you that God told me to to do the right things? That's fear. That's fear you're living in, Sambo. That's fear. That's not God. That's fear. It says 365 times. Now, where else do we get 365 times from? You know what I mean? No fear. When you are in Christ, don't fear. Well, if you don't fear, then why are you afraid to try and fucking let others know what's going on? So if you're a chosen one, what is your purpose then? Chosen to do what? Start a brand new earth with other people who have the same fucking ideas and opinions that you do? Please let me know. What is a chosen one here to do? I can wait for the answer on this one. I don't know. I'm asking you. I don't know anything about you. I just asked you. Carl, you have a problem with me attacking Bambi. I don't know who Bambi is. I just thought you could spend your time better. You know what I mean? You'll fight the bitter end with Bambi, but you won't fight for your children. I just thought that was pretty odd. You know what I mean? Could have taken the same amount of time to make a video to inform people about the Who or something. You know what I mean? No, Sambo, what are the chosen ones here to do? Don't run away from the question. That's called deflecting, sweetheart. That's what that is. I'm not judging you. I'm asking you questions the same way you can ask me questions. I would be an idiot not to think people would have questions if you say you're chosen. You know what I mean? I think I've shown what I think I'm about and what I think the chosen ones are here to do. I'm here to help try and get people inside the truth. Ask him about his sore butt. Whose sore butt? Who? Jonathan's? You got a sore butt, Jonathan? Mine. Oh, what? Were you dreaming of spanking me or something? You hoping to have a sore butt from it there, little me? Am I what you see in your dreams, bud? Sambo, what are the chosen ones here to do? Come on, don't walk away from this question. Come on. I think we're here to help humanity, and in order to help humanity, you got to step outside of the norm. You know what I mean? You got to have a story. You know what I mean? Like, I want to tell you a real thing, Sambo. I've talked about him before. There's this like 14-year-old kid. Now, I believe he's a grifter, saying he's a prophet. Now, he is a prophet. They got like 14 grand and like no time. Anyways, anybody who's a prophet isn't just getting visions and shit. They got a story just like all of these ones on that how they went through for God. 'Cause the devil put them through it. It wasn't God. It was just God came to them. They decided to be with God. The devil noticed and, well, don't I'm gonna use your short on Jacob. I think you made some great points, Carl. You can use any of my content you want, man. I honestly, I don't like you guys saying that Jacob's a P word because I don't. That's not what I intended or what my any of my thoughts were, bud. To pick up pieces after the creator has job done his job. To pick up the pieces. So what lessons have you learned? What pieces? What do you think's gonna happen? What's the creator gonna do? If he told you not to worry about it, he must have told you the plan, right? Like you haven't been spending time over at Rocco's show, have you? Why do I have to think about it? Why can't you just explain it clearly? See, that's the thing, Sambo. I know nothing. I think that's the point of spirituality. Everybody says it's about getting these downloads, but you ask them what downloads they get. What information did you get? What went into my DNA or what? Like, I fucking don't know. It's weird. I'm not making fun. No, I can't say if you have God or not. Like you said, you shouldn't care what I think. I'm trying to have a conversation. I don't know what your version of chosen one is. Do my homework. Do you spend time with Michael Della Rocha? He doesn't like to face his problems neither. He likes to tell everybody we're just gonna ascend. Don't worry about what's going on. Be big and strong. And if someone tells you there's something wrong with you, they're a narcissist. Narcissist. Do your homework. Do my homework on what? Don't tell me to do my homework. Where should I look? What the fuck? This is like not a hard question. It's like, what is a woman? What is a chosen one? Is the truth the most important thing to be a chosen one? Hey, Christ consciousness, it's in the fucking name, Sambo. Do you think it's where you see like Christ would see and you'd be like, holy fucking darkness, Batman? And do you think that you'd have to start thinking like Christ and go, holy shit, Batman, I might have to use my brain to get me out of this? It's fucking a shithole. All these people are in complete fucking psychosis. Yeah, God gave me a brain and I think I use it. You know what I mean? You want me to follow the God that's in your brain. I'm not asking you to follow the God that's in my brain. I'm asking you to follow the God of love. And if you love yourself, then you know you should be taking care of your brothers and sisters. Because I know my fucking family's all fucked up and they're not with God. And I need to do whatever I fucking can to fucking show the world that there's big trouble. That way, maybe I can show them as well. Like, that's what you fucking do. Hey, Jacob, how's it going? No, I didn't say you did call him one little me. I didn't. I don't really know the whole between you and Jacob. It's the fucking whole text T thing. Now, text T did insinuate some shit. You know what I mean? Like, my point is that I think we should separate ourselves from people like Rocco because they're hurting other people mentally, whether he knows he's a grift or not. He's hurting Steven's fucking brain bad, and when someone like Rocco is telling Steven that his parents are his fucking handler, that's kind of a problem. You know what I mean? We need to. People need to know about Rocco, and then maybe Rocco will know about himself, and then he'll take a little sabbatical and find out what he wants to do with his life because, well, quite frankly, anybody who fucking says they want to help save the children and won't do anything to help their own children, people can say whatever they want about me, but I'm actually trying to get my children saved, and I provided for them every fucking step of the way and still do regardless of the fucking treatment that I get. Like, he's in a bad shape, Jacob. He is. Like, I don't know. I don't know. The world's in a bad state of affairs. Hey, Sambo, take care of your family first. So what am I supposed to do? Sit here and keep getting in arguments saying, "Hey, please come take a look at this stuff." And they say, "No, you're crazy. Fuck off." And I should just stay in a continuous fight with them to try and save them, right? You know how fucking retarded that is? Does that make any common sense to you? Hey, the truth is not getting out there. I want to find a way to find out what the truth is. Not my truth, Sambo. Not your truth. Not a truth that makes me feel good. Not a truth that makes you feel good. Not one that makes Jacob feel good, but the actual fucking truth. And if it hurts feelings, then so be it, right? Yeah, I never said you had bad intentions, Jacob. My thoughts were you seem like a pretty intelligent individual and maybe like not entertaining those guys is probably your best option. You know what I mean? Like when you're showing their books and shit like that, I don't know. I, we we all do what we want to do, but I don't know. I think we should stop supporting people that we know are lying and delusional and like when someone tells you that they have alts and they use it for every fucking bad thing they ever did, they can say they're sorry, but they haven't taken responsibility for what they did because they're still putting it on an alt, saying that they're not. Like, what the fuck is an alt? Sounds like an excuse. I thought you did. I thought you were showing Stevens or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I can be wrong. I thought you were going over the book that they wrote or something like that, or maybe I heard that somewhere and misheard it, or maybe I'm just somehow made it up in my head. I'm sorry if I did, Jacob. I just I just don't think people should be supporting Rocco. It's just but then again, who really is, right? He fucking blocks everybody who comes into his chat. Like that's not a confident individual about their story, right? Start blocking people. That's why I say, Jacob, I'll have a talk about anything I ever say. Because maybe I got some bad information. There we go, right there, bud. You know what I mean? When I made that video, it was not a diss about you. I was just like, fuck, man, you can't. How can you? But then again, maybe I took some of their assuming. Maybe you're not chumming out with Rocco the way I think you are. I don't know. The art of perception, right, Jacob? This is where we learn, right? Through our conversations. What is the truth? What's the common sense of the situation? There is no common sense if we can't have a conversation, right? We'll just keep on going on hating each other. Not that I ever hated you, Jacob, you know what I mean, though? Like, in reference to other people. And I didn't even know that until I read some stuff earlier, Jacob. You know what I mean? I don't know, like, should you like, if the FBI actually dealt with that, they're not dealing with Epstein Island, we got a real problem. You'll find out the truth soon. Well, what's the truth? How do you know the truth? Huh? Who told you? What man told you? Or is it God again? What did he tell you is gonna happen? What's the situation? We're just supposed to sit tight? We're supposed to just sit here and, well, try and protect my family that doesn't wanna talk about it? How does that end? Me not with my family if I'm with God? Like, I'm trying to help my family. Like, I really believe in God, Sambo. Well, Sambo, now I know you're a fucking liar and a loser. You don't know the truth. You can't know the truth. It's impossible for you to fucking know the truth. That's how I can fucking cause a fucking liar right there. No man knows the truth. I don't know the truth. How can you even say you think you know the truth? How do you think you can even comprehend what God is? You better start caring what I think. Hey, whose way makes more common sense, dumb fuck? Stay in your weakness, sit back, wait for something to happen that doesn't happen, or you can take the power that God gave you and you can turn it around and you can fight the darkness. Are you afraid to fight the darkness, Sambo? Huh? You sound like you're scared. Oh, I'm not scared of anything. You're scared. You're scared or you would help protect other people, especially children. What's your problem with helping other children? You want to help your children, but not the other children. Are you some sort of sicko, Sambo? What the fuck is wrong with your brain? You think you're with God? No, that's the devil, sweetheart. Telling you everything's going to be okay. Just sit tight. Everything will happen for you, and you don't have to do nothing. Like, that's the truth. That's the truth of the situation. There are truths, and we can prove truths, but you can't tell me you know, because only the Father knows. Not even the Son knows the time. Do you know what I mean? Not even the Son. So how in the fuck am I supposed to take it from you? And you can't even tell me what a chosen one's here to do. Pick up the pieces after the Creator leaves. And I say, "What the fuck?" And you say, "You should know. Educate yourself." Where? Where do I educate myself? Well, I trust the creator. You know why? Because he gives me the fucking power to do whatever I need to do the right things. You got Satan telling you everything's gonna be all right until it's not all right. Huh. Here's the thing, Jacob. In our struggles where we find ourselves, but don't let someone knock you down and tear your name apart if it's a fucking lie. Fight back. Be creative. Be way more creative than they are, bud. I know it seems insurmountable sometimes because, well, they come in numbers, right? You can fight back. Show them your power. Show them you're smarter than them. If you've got the truth, you can't fucking lose, dude. You know what I mean? Attack, attack. No, I'm telling Jacob to fucking stand up for himself. Don't let somebody fucking lie on you and try and destroy your fucking life. Forgive them. Feel sorry for them. They're the stupid ones that went against the truth. It's not Jacob's fault. He's just trying to fucking get the truth, find out what the truth is. If you want to say attack, no. No, stand up for your fucking self. Everybody's got this crackpot version of Jesus. Like, I'm sorry, I read about this guy that went around kicking some shit. Fucking, hey, he told those Pharisees, hey, go fuck yourselves. Hey, and what you're trying to teach people isn't really the fucking way. You know what I mean? You're making it way too fucking difficult. And you got people relying on you, and that ain't true. Here's the thing, Sambo. I don't think there's a middleman. I don't think you can use a middleman to get to God. There is only one middleman, and he only represents something, and that's the truth, and that's Jesus. What's the truth? Is God gonna do it for you? Are you gonna sit back and find out? That's on you. But it all stems back to you're gonna do all right, but you don't really care about other sort of things. So that really can't make you chosen. The children really need you right now there, Sambo. There's a real fentanyl problem too. The drugs and the trafficking and the well, did you see the video I put out earlier of the girl who showed the sphere where they had the UFC and the weird shit that it was saying when you slowed it down? Like, if that's real, that's some real fucking programming bullshit. No, it's because you won't answer. What is a chosen one? What pieces are you picking up? And why would anybody believe the creator that's in your brain telling me what to do? Like, you're trying to tell me what to do. I'm trying to say, hey, you can still believe in God and stand up for yourself and do the right things, just in case your brain's wrong. You know what I mean? My brain has been wrong before. I just had to tell Jacob, hey, sorry, bud. You know what I mean? Maybe I had a bit of a bad story or something. Maybe I was thinking something that wasn't real because, well, it was perceived to me by the little people. I don't know. But here's the deal about it, though. If I'm willing to sit here and talk to Jacob about it, I got to be willing to talk to little me too. You know what I mean? And that's when I got to use my discernment based on the evidence and the facts. And then I come with my own determination. And if I'm a really good person, I try and bring them together and say, "This is what I see. Why you guys fighting over nothing?" You know what I mean? What are we looking what result are we looking for out of these fights? How do you know what I do? I don't. I don't know what you do. I don't try to tell you what to do. Well, you did. I asked you what the chosen are here for. You took forever for you to answer. And then you said, I'm here to pick up the pieces after the creator leaves. And I said, "What?" And you said, "Think about it." I'm not trying to piss you off, Sambo. I could actually use a friend, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna agree to nonsense. I'm not gonna agree to giving up my power to a bunch of dorks waiting on a God that came into your head telling you it's gonna be alright. I'm not gonna rely on that. I'll push forward and try and see if I can get humanity to come together to change whatever's gonna happen. Maybe the creator in your head doesn't have to come down here and whoop ass and you have to clean up the pieces. Maybe humanity can clean up its own fucking pieces. If you don't know, I can't help you. What is it I'm lacking? This is what I don't get. You're trying to convince You're trying to convince me that you can help me. Well, how can you help me? Oh, a lot of pain and suffering, Sambo. A lot of pain and suffering. When you hold on to the truth for everything you got, you're gonna suffer, and you're gonna suffer, and you're gonna suffer, and you're gonna suffer some more. It's called picking up your cross. It's called doing the right things. It's called being righteous. It's called standing up for the fucking right things. I can't, only you can. So how do I help myself then? Come on, Sambo. You're falling apart here really bad. I know I'm the only one that can save me. That's what I'm doing. But I also think that I can be an inspiration for others to, try and get with the truth. You know what I mean? Maybe they can use my story and maybe part of it or something they can resonate with, and they can know that they have the power to fucking change the world by just changing and figuring out what the fuck is going on. Trust the creator. I do. I do. And he tells me I have the power to do this. And in fact, Jesus told me, us, we will do much greater than he did. How are we supposed to do better than he did if the creator's coming down here to kick some ass and then we just have to pick up the pieces? What if the second coming is not Jesus? What if indeed it is the Christ in all of us, the Christ consciousness? But in order to have the Christ consciousness, you've got to face your fears. You've got to be able to stand up to the evil, and you've got to be able to give it the finger and say, fuck you, no. You can't have my brain like you have everybody else's brain. And in fact, I'm going to take the brain frame there that the media is, and we're going to do a rewind, and we're going to try and figure out what the truth is so we can start have that filtering through people's brains. Show the people the truth. I don't know the truth. The people got to want to find the truth together. You know what I mean? That's the problem with you spiritual people. You all say you have the truth, you know the truth, and you don't know shit. You don't know shit because everything you ever learned from was man, a man, everything, right down to the Bible, everything. It all originated with men's thoughts. And quite frankly, I've got a story of, well, nobody I've been able to trust, and all I've been asking to do was talk to somebody and show me where I'm wrong, but I got you telling me to stick into my house. I don't know. This is the thing. Do you follow Michael De La Rocha? Is he the one telling you you're big and strong by not facing your problems? Like, what do you think? Do you think it's fair that Candace Owens has to hang out to dry all the time by trying to give us the truth? And that Christians won't come and help her? The truth will come to me in time. What makes you chosen? Sambo? What makes you chosen? Just a voice in your head? Got a story to go with that voice? Like a real one, where you can bring out receipts, lessons learned, some show and tell perhaps. I'm scared for you. You just wanted you think being powerless is the way. That oh, man. I don't know. Like I said, it doesn't matter. You think whatever you wanna think. But I think I'm gonna go. I was on here for an hour and a half. I wanted to go to bed early tonight. I just came on to do that whole Fauci thing and but come back again, Sambo. We can talk all you want. Like, I really didn't get out of you what makes you chosen or what the chosen are here to do or but I sure have. I'd like to hear your side of it. Why you think you're better than me and I should just wait around on your brain because that's the truth. Oh, I have the power of the creator. Okay, then prove it. If you had the power of the creator, you could get into my brain and you could give me the right information, right? Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Anyways, have a good night, Sambo. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm worried if you're not trying to get in Christ and find your own power and know that you can be the difference and that you're waiting for an outside entity to come help you and the Christ inside of you is all you need. But anyways, uh, hopefully we can talk it out again sometime.